Pascal, please. Mm-hmm. Listen. It's just me and you. Listen, Linda. Can we just go to the cheating part? Cause this cringe. Like it's really hard to watch. Like I don't know how many episodes I can do. Can y'all just edit the rest? Talk to production, yeah, because this ain't gonna work. Then that man called that girl aggressive. It's like, yeah. Okay, talk to production. Okay, all right, and let me know. All right, talk to you later, Pastor. Bye. Woo, child, this season, honey, like it ain't no Denver, but it's something. Let's get into it, y'all.
We keeps it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and feel some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's going on, KoEd Ken folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. I'm on NyQuil tonight because I had to take some NyQuil because I wasn't feeling too well. So I'm gonna push through. So if I fall asleep on the video, you know why. Asleep. Okay. And this is my wife.
Was you about to call me another name?
Yes, I was.
What was it?
I was gonna say my mean wife, but you gonna say wife? No, I'll take it back. My aggressive wife. Go ahead, aggressive woman.
I'm the one that's mean and so-called aggressive. And you're the one that's on NyQuil and really answer. Okay, but we'll go with that, child. Ain't been on hardly no videos.
I've been working.
And so
I have been working.
Praise the Lord. Okay. So if you're brand new to this channel and subscribe yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Yes. And make sure that you like this video. Yeah, make sure the likes. You know, I know, honey, we got to beg for a like, child. Make sure you like this video so that other people that haven't seen us in a while can make sure that it comes up in their algorithm.
Ooh, I feel like a stripper. You're right. They got a strip for a like. You know how you strip? You got to strip for the money, the dollar bill. That's how I feel like for a like.
We asked for a like, not dislike.
I'm just saying, you gotta do something to get a like. You know
I said we asking for likes, not dislikes. So your stripping would cause dislikes.
In your mind. Yeah, some people out there, you know, ooh, take it out. Some grandma.
So, okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. So it started out with Juan and Carla. They cleaning the house and stuff like that. So they put the Fabuloso on blast. So shout out to Fabuloso, the purple can, because that's what I use.
What's Fabuloso?
You can see who does the cleaning in the house. So that's what I use, the Fabuloso and stuff like that.
Loud smelling stuff. That stuff loud like a mug.
So before I came into his life, ask him what he was using.
Pine salt. Pine salt.
So they having a toga party that is.
You ever been to a toga party?
No. Yeah. Why would I?
That's right. You didn't have a life. Yeah. You were born.
So MM and Ike are getting ready for their, because I guess everybody
homecoming.
Every couple doing something that's different as far as their theme. So they're doing a fiesta party. And so, you know, she was letting him know that, you know, she ordered the tacos, fish tacos. She didn't really know how to do them. I mean, you know, she ordered the fish tacos. He said, oh, if you ordered fish tacos, I could have done them. I think that this was just like, what, dude, what you saying? Like, he was like, I could have done them. She said, oh, okay, did you want to do it? No, I'm just saying, but I could have done them. You didn't ask me. She said, well, I didn't know to ask you because I didn't know that you knew how to do them. He was like, who don't know how to do fish tacos? So she was just saying, it was just a whole bunch of nothing. Yeah. And it's just like he wanted to
be confrontational
or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like he wanted to. Yeah,
I see what you've been saying about them too. I don't see no chemistry there. Mm-mm. I really don't. You know, what you call Ike? To me, Ike seemed like he was going through the motions. Yeah. Now, I think she really wants it.
I do too.
Yeah, she is. You know, like I said, I'm not gonna call the girl aggressive. I think she's passionate about being married. Okay, that's the word I'm looking for right there. She's passionate about being married, and I think Ike just like, you know, It's going through the motions. I don't see no chemistry there.
I don't see no chemistry. At first, I saw some light, and I don't even see they like each other. It's just really, truly just faking the funk. And so, she was letting him know that my cousin gonna be there.
What?
And he said, "Oh, okay, and she was like, ain't no beef with y'all." He said, "No, ain't no beef or nothing like that." But he came at me aggressive. That's his word for this episode. He came at me a little bit aggressive and stuff like that. So she was like, "I ain't like that."
Which in that content, yeah, he used the right word for
Context.
that. I said content.
Yeah, this video content.
Yeah, I've been on YouTube too long. In that context, yeah, he used the word correctly because the cousin was aggressive. I want to make sure you ain't trying to get with my cousin because I don't want you to make sure you ain't trying to get her money and stuff. I said, man, I don't know what kind of money your cousin got. So yeah, so I can kind of see why I felt the way he felt about the cousin.
So let's move on. So Michelle and David, they doing a housewarming as well. And so, she was doing stuff in the kitchen, I guess preparing for it and stuff like that or whatever. So he said, how are we going to be? We don't even see each other. So he's just talking about how, everything gonna be because we don't have to see each other because our work schedule and stuff like that. So he let her know that, you got the note. I guess that, I left you. I decided not to text you because, she was saying too much text and I don't like all that. So he really truly walking on eggshells, don't know how to move with the girl. And so she said, yeah, I got your note. And he said, well, you didn't respond. It would have been nice to say, hey, I got your note. Okay, thank you for letting me know or whatever. So she was like, well, did you respond? You didn't let me know that you weren't coming in last night. So because you sure didn't come in. I was like, oh my gosh, can we just cut them, all the rest of them at the picture? Because right now it's just like nobody likes each other. So David was just saying in his confession that he trying. Go ahead, man.
You was going to the next subject. I was gonna say something.
No, I was still in this subject.
But yeah, I was gonna say something after you said what she said. David, why are you kissing this girl butt? Just let it go. Like the girl from Frozen. Let it go. Just let it go, man, because you are bending backwards for this woman, man. You walking on eggshells. You trying to appease her. You got to have a breaking point. You have to, man, because you are doing too much and you're not getting nothing in return. Nothing at all.
Say what? So Madison and Alan are going to the gym. And so they doing their little workout thing. So he's like, I'm trying to, kind of want my body to look good for my wife. So I'm kind of doing it for you. But, and so, when he was doing this stuff and the stuff like that, you could tell child he wasn't used to it. He was like, honey, I can't get the coordination up, down, up, like what to do and all that stuff, whatever. So you want to say something?
I've never been on that machine before, but I guess it's your first time getting on it. I can kind of see what he was dealing with. You're not gonna be coordinated. But yeah, he's doing it for her. Alan don't work. He really don't want to work out, man. And I guess he's trying to fit into that mold what she wants because she said she's date guys that worked out, was athletic, and Alan is none of that.
But he ain't got no bad body either.
No, he's not bad.
He probably got just a titty bitty bitty. I don't know.
You got titty bitty?
A belly. That's what I'm trying to say. Just a little small belly, but that's about it. But it could be from him drinking, child.
I didn't know he drank that much.
So, but yeah, so he was like, he just, he want his wife to be proud of, the way he look and stuff like that. Or whatever.
I don't know how to do all
if she not interested, child. She don't care if you got a 6-pack. She's still not interested.
The point is, she gonna love you for who you are, not who you're gonna become. No, she's gonna love you now. You can do all. Yeah, you can probably turn to the guy she wants, but man, you want to be somebody who's gonna love you from the get go, who wants to be with you from the get go, for who you are, how you look. You look, what you call titty bitty, that. Whatever, man. But he's trying to transform himself to appease his wife.
Because one thing about exercise, child, you got to keep it up. So once you start that, then that's something that you got to continue to do. And if it's something that you begrudgingly do, then it's gonna be. I know he said on the last one, the episode that he was telling the experts, you know, he been going to the gym 4 times a week. She was shocked. She was like, "Oh my God!" So he's trying to do it for her as well as him, but more so for her because she's like, I guess, a gym rat, you know, and he's trying to become that too.
Like you said, you gotta keep it up though. If not, Exhibit A. When you don't keep it up. You know, I was going to the gym. People say, "Ooh, man, you play football? Was you a professional?" I'm for real talk. I had people walk up to me and ask me, "Was I a professional athlete?" I said, "No, I used to work out." Now they say, "You a coach?" Yeah, I'm a coach. You ain't laughing none of my jokes. Why?
Because you up here being aggressive. Telling me, now you may continue. You gonna let me speak? And let me tell you something. Yesterday we had a video that we was gonna do. Because I want to know. Want them to know the backstory. And we didn't get that video out because he was like, "You didn't let me talk." Oh my God!
She
you didn't let, and then and I. So yeah.
She said I cut her off. I said she
we cut both each other off.
But the point is, you told me verbatim, if you can't get in, just step in.
That was a long time ago, child. He done stepped in, stepped over.
Okay, that's the last command you gave me. That's what I've been doing since then.
A command. That's right. Obey me. Let's move
whatever.
on. So let's move on to the next one. So Camille and Thomas, they're headed to her brother-in-law house, because they're having a pool party. So I guess that's where they gathering at. They ain't gonna do it in everybody coming over to their apartment. So they all gathering together at the pool, they're eating and all that stuff, whatever. So they start having a conversation, kind of asking about Thomas and Camille, and they were talking about the favorites, you know what I'm saying? Like what's Camille's favorite? And so, you know, he said, I know she like this color, she like R&B kind of neo soul kind of music and stuff like that. And so they asked like, what does Thomas like? So she was like, I think his color is blue, and he like food. He like Mexican food, American food, Italian food.
I thought she was gonna say, and also you like the Backstreet Boys in sync, because because the way she trying to take Thomas like he's Lily White. You know what I'm saying? He's from Bel Air or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And he's far from that. But the way she's trying to picture this guy is like he went to Harvard and he has no black friends and he's just straight white. He drinks Monster drinks and Mountain Dews, and he go hang gliding and all of that. But Thomas ain't that type of dude. But go ahead.
So they asked, like, what are the differences in what you used to previously date? And so she was saying, I'll let you talk about this because sometimes her talking child just be, but anyway. So she was saying that she normally date guys that are loud and
flashy.
She said flashy,
loud,
and they showboat.
I
said, who is that?
And darker complexion. Okay, so you want a dark-skinned brother that's flashy and loud. You want a ghetto boy, don't you? You want somebody straight ghetto and hood. Because when I think of a flashy dude, showboat and loud, he gonna drive around in some kind of car with big wheels on it. He gonna have gold necklaces on, rings, or some kind of jewelry on, and just loud. Just loud for no reason. And that's the type of dude she likes.
And I'm glad that the sister-in-law said, but has that worked for you?
Right.
Like that ain't been working for you.
If that's what you want, you've been dating those type of guys. Why you not still with that type of guy? Apparently it's not working. So try something different. But no, I want that thug passion. I want a thug. I want somebody loud.
I never seen that she wanted a thug. I still don't see she want a thug.
I think she does. I really think she does.
But now, if you saying showboat, and Kate texts me, she said, "See, I told you." Now
you
that
showboat, you want somebody loud and flashy?
That's not. She said that's what she used to dating.
But apparently, it's an issue with Thomas the way he is. She's not comfortable with a dude like Thomas. She's comfortable with loud, flashy, dark-skinned dudes.
Don't forget, there's an age difference.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. And hey, don't get me wrong. Everybody has their preference.
They do.
Everybody has their preference. That's what she likes. That's what she likes. Okay. But don't criticize Thomas because the way he
I
is.
know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the issue I have. If you like those type of dudes, that's fine. But don't criticize this man because he talks a certain way, he carries himself a certain way. Don't do that, man. That's not, to me, that's not negative.
Now, Thomas and Alan are my favorite guys on this show, on this season. I think they both are genuine. They just who they are. But yeah, Thomas' feelings was hurt when I watched the last after party when he seen that scene where she said that I feel like I'm in a interracial relationship, like basically calling Thomas
That's what
white.
I'm saying, yeah.
And he when he seen that scene, he was like, that hurts. You know, he said that hurts because we as black people come in all different shapes, colors,
And what
kinds,
did
and
I
all
tell
that
you?
stuff.
I said we the only race that has different flavors. We got light, we got dark, we got medium, you got super dark. And, you know, and we the only race that, huh?
Super dark.
Yeah, super dark. And you know, we're the only race that comes that way. And guess what? They all black. And I just have an issue with Camille being stuck on that, in my opinion. That irks me for some strange reason. And also, she said he don't have no swag. And when you put swag, loud, flashy, to me, you want somebody that's in the streets, man. That's just my personal opinion. Because I don't see no corporate guy being loud, flashy.
And he is corporate. We ain't adding a shoot.
Yeah, a shirt. Yeah.
Shoot.
What?
Yeah.
I'm on my quill, yeah. So I don't know what shit.
So yeah, so he was up there ironing. I said, dang, did he go ironing? Dude, you got 1,000 of them in your closet. They hanging up. So what you ironing for? So yeah, I don't know where he work at corporate American job, but he gonna make sure he had that suit and jacket on.
He got tattoos on him.
Yeah, he do.
Still not good enough for her.
Yeah, it's not because it was of his family, I think, of somebody. But yeah, but I don't know. He probably just got regular ones too. But yeah, that's not good enough, honey, because she ain't used to dating light skinned guys. So you know. So anyway, so they asked Tom as far as what's his normal dating and stuff like that or whatever, and he said, I think the brother was saying that he normally date women that's kind of like not into him for the right reasons, kind of want his stuff and not genuine, and stuff like, and ladies that's trying to change him. Look at that. He normally dates women that try to change him.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go
again.
So it's happening.
And well, before you go, but Thomas said he dated all type of women. You know what I'm saying? All types, black women, white women. He dated. See, that's the thing. It doesn't bother Thomas about, you know, this culture stuff. He dated all types of women. You know what I'm saying? It's Camille that's uncomfortable with stepping outside the box.
His brother asked Camille as far as when you say, can you be more specific? Specific, not Pacific. When people, they just bother me.
Man, I would say
Pacific.
I would say Pacific.
Real Pacific.
I would say Pacific Ocean all the time. Hey, I'll be real Pacific Ocean with you.
You still say specific.
Pacific.
But anyway, so he said, be more specific when you're talking about cultural differences and stuff. Can you kind of explain to me? And so she was like, you know how y'all, I found out that y'all go to this known bar that's known for, I guess, racial discrimination. I don't know, kind of, you know, not diverse or something like that or whatever. So, you know, I kind of brought that to his attention that I guess the people don't treat, I don't know. I just don't understand what she was saying per se. And I guess the bar doesn't treat black people right.
That's the understanding I got from it.
And evidently, maybe they didn't notice that.
Yeah, y'all don't see that, or it don't bother y'all like that.
Yeah. And y'all still go there.
Yeah.
So the brother was like, well, maybe you can kind of, you know, open his mind up to stuff new.
Yeah, you know, see, you got saying the brother married to a white woman too. So, you know,
that's true.
So,
he probably be in there with his wife.
Yeah, so that right there, you know, he probably don't see it.
And then they got the white friend.
Yeah, so, or they probably, it don't happen when they're around. Who knows, you know. But I just think Camille, when she bring things up like that, she's reaching, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. And I can see some parts of that, like when you are black, you go out in spaces and you're gonna most of the time look for people that look like you. And if, like for me, when I was at previous jobs back and I used to travel for and kind of train people or whatever. And I was with my colleague, which she was white, and I was telling her, I said, "Girl, there ain't no black people in." She said, "I ain't noticed." I know, because you ain't looking for people that look like you, because they all look like you.
And you think I'm weird. Every time we go out of state somewhere, if it's like it's me and her and everybody else white, once I see the one black couple, I wave. I go out my way to wave at
That's
them.
weird.
And she said, "Oh, that's weird." I said, "Man, cause we the only one, so if they see us, if something go down,
They probably gonna be like, "Ooh, child, I don't know
they
them."
they gonna have our backs." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's law. It's law. It's in the
What you doing
handbook.
for them?
It's in the handbook.
What you doing for
Yes,
them?
it's in the handbook. When it's less than 5 of us together, we got to band together and take care of one another. That's in the handbook.
He does. I think we was at Key West, and of course, I'm just saying we look for people that look like us. But Key West is so diverse, so very diverse. But we seen somebody across the street, and it said, "Ooh, black people."
Oh yeah,
and I don't even know if they waved. I said,
they
"No,
did.
you
They
didn't."
waved back.
I said, "No, you didn't."
Yeah, and it was another black couple in the airport. So we was on a black couple in the airport
What?
when we were leaving Key West. And I waved down and dude said, "What's up?" I said, "What's up?" So yeah, man, shoot, it's law.
Okay.
Well, if it's less than 5 of us in a group setting, and the ratio is like 2 to if the ratio is 1 to 10, and it's just one of us and 10 of them, and we see another black couple, we have to band together and speak to one another.
All right, you heard it here first. And folks gonna get beat up. But anyway, so
he told me to band with y'all.
going to jail. So Juan and Carla guests come over and they ask them, as far as how their marriage going, because they got a little toga party. I guess a little toga party going on, right? Toga, right?
I thought you said token.
No.
Token party. Get the one black person in. I'm a token.
It's mighty loud laugh. Toga party.
Okay.
And so the friends are talking, so of course they're going to talk to them separately. Evidently, whatever Carla had to say, child, the production was not interested because we never got her clip.
We sure did.
I thought they were going to throw it in another scene, but
she probably said, "I'm floating on cloud 9. I don't need to talk to nobody."
So anyway, the friend was just telling Juan as far as, one thing I do know that Carla likes is that she likes compliments. She likes more affection. And that's things that she feels she's not getting from you. So he was like, I work a lot.
Oh, here we go.
I know. I got a business.
Here we go.
I got, what's that? I work full time. I got a business.
I work out.
I do this. I do that.
Oh, boy, you got all kinds of excuses, man.
I was like, bro, when you going to have time for a wife? You got a whole wife. What you think you came on this show for? You got to make time.
Maybe in his mind that a wife is somebody who's be at home, and when he needs this wife, he pull the wife off the shelf and play with the wife for a little bit. Then when he's done with the wife, he put her back on the shelf and he go continue doing his life.
I don't know what he thinks.
Because you got to make time.
What's funny to me is now they're talking about they don't, he's not
affectionate.
He's not affectionate, but then he also it's a conversation as far as him not feeling that spark or attraction, but he did at first, and he was like, "Ooh, I got to restrain because."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Massage.
Yeah, he was like, "Ooh, because she looked good, I got to restrain." But now you're talking about it ain't no chemistry. It'll come later. I don't understand that.
I understand.
What happened?
He don't want to be married. He wants out. Once you first, like you said, he was all, "Oh, she's so good looking, she this and this." All of a sudden, ain't no spark. I feel like he lost interest and he wants out. Because the way I look at it, you making all these excuses not to spend time with your wife. To me, you telling me you be going all day long, gym, your job, so you don't spend no time with your wife. If you really love your wife, I'm not gonna say look, they just met each other. If you like your wife,
you're really into her.
If you're really into it, and she's really attracted to you're really attracted to her, like you claim you were at first, you would make time out the day to be with your wife. But he's not doing that. So to me, that tells me you don't want to be around her. Yeah, that's what it tells me.
One child.
Oh my God, a little side chick out there somewhere.
He could. So David and Michelle are friends come over and everything, and so her sister. along with one of her best friends.
Yeah.
And so David friend come over. So they was talking, one thing that David friend, he did bring a gift, child. He said, this a housewarming, honey. I ain't seen nobody else bring no gift, but he brought a gift. And so he was like, he was like, but don't open it here. Almost like it was some kind of sexy lingerie. Michelle looking like, child, like, ain't no finna happen. Ain't no finna happen here. You might throw that in the trash.
Matter of fact, let me show you the apartment. That's his room.
Yeah.
That's my room.
Yeah. She made that to be known. You know what I'm saying? This the dining area, just like it was in his apartment, dining area right there. So the friend David was talking to, her people and stuff like that or whatever. So he was like, one thing I say, it's been rough. He said, I'm even trying to change to kind of like be what she wants. And so the sister was like, listen, don't change you. And he was like, no, not like that. I'm just, I guess, trying to enhance myself better, to trying to change for her. But his friend sure got her together, honey. Yeah. I think so.
I really think he did too. His friend came with the fire. He said, well, you understand, David's trying to stay at home to save money. It don't make no sense to go out there and rent. He said, you rent, don't you? And she said, yeah, I rent. How much is your rent? $2,300. I stayed at home for a while. I saved some money. I got my own house. I'm buying. My mortgage is $1,200, and it's mine. So it's an investment I can make. There's some equity I can have. You don't have that because you're renting. And she said, yeah, you're right. And see, that's what David's trying to do. He's trying to save his money and cash. You can go out there and get what he wants. No, I don't think he do all that, but
right.
But I understand what he was saying, because truth be known, I did the same thing. I stayed at home while I was, when I first got out my job, because I was going out of town. It didn't make no sense for me to have a place, because I was gone half the month. So when I came back home, I put my money in my savings account. So when I decided to move on out, I had enough money to put down on the house. And so sometimes, cause I wasn't married, nothing like that. Why? I ain't had nobody but me. So, but David, I see why he's doing it. I think he's going about it the wrong way, though. The way he's living don't look good either.
Sure don't look like that place stink. Did y'all watch our live? We went and dissected the room by room by room. If you missed that live from Saturday, please go back and watch it, because it was very funny, because we took still shots of everything that the petty camera people wanted to take pictures of.
Now, I think that if David was staying at his home with his mom and dad, if this place was like presentable, it would be okay. The way he was living in that place is like he was living in a jail cell.
And it looked like it's
Yeah, so that's the issue I have with with him staying at home, because the way he's living, like, good. Do you clean up behind yourself, man?
Ugh. Then somebody on the line said, look at that wash and dry. They weren't even the same size. You got one up height. Now, Ms. Omega said they ain't the same brand. I said, but sometimes the washer conk out before the dry, then you have to get, one.
Never. Who does that? If the dryer go out and the washer's still working, guess what? The washer got to go too.
That's what she said.
Yeah, the washer got to go. I'm not going to get something mismatch. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
But theirs was totally mismatched. Like, whatever it was, the wash was up here and the dryer was down there. I said, oh my goodness. But anyway, the friend got her together, honey. Because one thing that the friend said too is that David said he trying. And he trying and he feel rejected. It's gonna come a time where he gonna stop trying. She said, yeah, I know. And he was like, he a good dude. She said, I know he a good dude. I know it.
Well, what the friend failed to realize is that that's what she wants. She wants David to get to his breaking point and give up. And that's the reason why I think she's treating him mean. That's why I think she's talking nasty to him.
Very nasty.
I think she wants David to get to a breaking point. Like he said, you know what? I'm done. And hey, she killed two birds with one stone. Yeah. He left her. She still get her check, and it's all good.
One thing that the friend was just saying. One thing that was saying. She was saying that David had to match her lifestyle. Like, she wanted somebody, and the friend had to break it down to her. Say, girl, what lifestyle? You're in a whole apartment paying $2,300. This man supposedly trying to save her for a house to put him and his future wife in. And you talking about lifestyle when you stay in that simple apartment. It is simple. with that simple apartment. So you paying $2,300.
This is Chicago, so rent is gonna be high.
Yeah.
But the point is, and also you gotta understand, this is David's friend running cover for David. You know what I'm saying? His friend could be kind of, putting a little sauce on it.
He probably is, but I don't care, but got her together. So Thomas and Camille, so they came back from, the gathering and out and stuff like that. So Thomas is saying, I didn't know what kind of guys you dated. Like, I guess he didn't know that she never dated a light-skinned guy, only dark-skinned guys and stuff like that. And so she asked him, did he have any long-term relationships like dating black women? So evidently Thomas done dated white women before.
Yeah, he said his first girlfriend in college was black though.
I know.
Yeah, he dated white women before, and she said, "Why do you think Because she asked about the guys she used to date. He said, "Well, I'm assuming because you light skinned, you date light skinned guys." And that's to me, Thomas been naive. You know what I'm saying?
That was because I was like,
been naive.
Most people want somebody opposite their color. Most people do.
So,
but not all.
She said, I don't understand that. But I just saying Thomas living is a little bubble, you know what I'm saying? That's what he's probably used to seeing. But yeah, Thomas said, yeah, man, he said my first relationship in college was a black woman. It was a long-term one too.
But that whole conversation they were talking about, I said, you talk about that, child.
Yeah, basically, I just think Camille just she's beating a dead horse, in my opinion. Some reason the way Thomas is bothering her, and he ain't got swag. He doesn't have swag. He's not loud enough. He's not outspoken. He's not flashy.
Thomas like whipping. Thomas is like what is it? Weeping Willow.
Weeping Willow.
Can we whip? Or watch me daddy. Weeping Willow. And stuff. I don't know. He just, he always looks like he's sleepy, and then he seems to be an introvert. Then seems to be quiet. His brother, on the other hand, seems a little opposite of
not
him.
That much though. Not that much opposite of him. Because his brother, like, okay, he's a little bit more outspoken, but he still's not and loud. You know what I'm saying?
But so yeah, that's who Thomas is, and hey, if Camille don't like it, some woman would love it. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, this show, one thing about this show, it opens them up to more people. And if they don't make it, then then other people.
That's why I think Juan treating Colin like he's treating her. Somebody probably already got in his DMs already.
Yeah. And so so let's move on. So MM and Ike, have their people coming over to the housewarming and stuff. And so Ike said that he ain't too happy to see her cousin. He said this on his confessional and stuff. He was like, he ain't too happy to see her cousin and stuff like that. So we got to see that he was not happy whatsoever to see her cousin.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I noticed that he was already on 10 when the cousin came. He was ready for the cousin. He was like, he was locked and loaded. You know what I'm saying? So look at it.
So they was asking them questions, and he said that he, basically I guess, is the person that they married to is what they got. So he said, he wanted somebody that was real and not fake, and so he got that. And so she said that, I think the cousin was saying name, and I know this be production, child, because this wouldn't be something, honey, that I would think of.
I would. Give me 5 words to describe your woman. 5 words.
What he said.
What he said?
Blank, 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 aggressive.
That's the only thing you heard, the aggressive part. Yeah, basically that's what it was. And I don't think he gave 5. I think it was 4. And
child, he said aggressive, honey. You could have closed that hand or whatever. So, they was a little taken back. And then so I thought that MM was gonna say something about that, but she was like, "Can I get mine?" And so she gave hers, and so she said, and he is opposite of aggressive. And she said, "I don't know what that is."
He's laid back. That's what she said. He's laid back.
I think her friend said opposite of aggressive is
nonchalant.
Yeah.
He said, well, You know, I don't think I agree with that, but you know, they kept digging and digging, and I think the cousin said, "Well, a lot of guys like an aggressive woman, and because you are boring, maybe she has to be aggressive." I think they rub Ike the wrong way.
And her friend said, I really don't like that word aggressive. And then MM said, can we stop calling black women aggressive?
No, we can. You know, I don't see. It depends on the context, okay? Because a black woman was in corporate America trying to climb the ladder, and she's been passionate about her job. Yeah, I'm saying okay, she's aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen other people call themselves aggressive. I've seen that guys at work. Man, you know he trying to get this job. Man, that dude aggressive. He's a boss. You know, so yeah, I don't see no problem with it. It depends on the context.
And it depends on who's saying it as well. Because if you in corporate America and you got a non-black person calling you aggressive, that's a problem because that's a negative connotation.
Who made it that negative though, man?
I think corporate America, where you got black and white, because it's been said that black women, when they trying to, you know, do things or get their voices heard or get their point across, then they're labeled as aggressive. And when a non-black person do it, they're labeled as assertive. So why do we get aggressive and then they get assertive?
I call everybody aggressive. This ain't about no color, you know what I'm saying? I know white, black, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
And so it's just it has given black women, that word has given us a bad and a negative connotation. That's why, you know, that's why she said she didn't like it.
Well,
that's why
like I said,
and I think it affects more black women, and black men may not understand it, but it affects more black women more so.
Well, trust me, I get what you're saying. And like I said, I think I used the wrong word. You should say assertive or passionate about what she was doing. But sometimes, even though I don't think nothing wrong with calling people aggressive, you got to read the room.
Yeah.
You got to read the room. And now, will I call a bunch of black women aggressive?
And you will get beat up. And
I probably would.
Depends naked, and
depends what. Now, if y'all out there in the corner rolling y'all necks and doing all again, like, yeah, I call y'all.
That's hood. That's ghetto.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm calling you ratchet and aggressive. Ooh, she aggressive ratchet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna call you that. You know, if the word fits it, I'm gonna call it. But if I see you you know, doing things and you've been passionate about your career, you've been passionate about what you do, I'll probably say you're passionate or you're a go-getter.
Yeah, I think that I and MM are opposite. Now she's a business owner. She like her job. Oh, yeah, she got her own practice. Okay. So her jobs require her to be like and she seems to be that person that's a self go-getter. Yeah. Like she don't need nobody to pump her up, no better or nothing like that. Like she gets it on her own.
He played jazz music. That should tell you.
He be so relaxed and chill.
He played jazz.
So and that's probably why he's looking at her as being aggressive. And then plus she's been single, you know what I'm saying? And then also sometimes if you feel that your woman is too...
Don't forget, what's her nationality? She's not American.
Igbo?
Yeah, she's from Africa, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's probably just ingrained in her blood. But also too, that when men get a woman that's been so independent, been so assertive, been such a boss, then you have to come in there and sometimes you have to learn, like, baby, I got it. Like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to. You have to soften them up because some women don't know how to live in their femininity because they're so used to just getting it.
But I hear you. I agree with you. But it's some women you try your best to soften them up, they won't. Yeah, they're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna trust that man. You know, the man. Some women like, yeah, I hear you. But as soon as something happens, you're gonna leave. I gotta pick up the pieces of my own. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna stay in that mindset. So yeah, you know, it's a complicated situation. You know, some women, they probably let you come in there and lead. Some women that have been leading all their lives, it's hard for them to give up them keys.
So yeah, we could stay and talk about that forever and a day. So let's move on. So the cousin was asking, they split up. So MM talking to his folks and, vice versa. So MM cousin is talking to Ike. Now, Ike is sitting on red. I don't even like you, dude. I ain't like the way you came the first time, which was aggressive. And I ain't like you now, so I'm not
He
gonna
did call
ask.
him aggressive too, so
Yeah.
I think that's just Ike's word.
Yeah,
Aggressive,
because the cuz was like, he didn't see nothing wrong with being called aggressive. He made that statement.
Yeah.
And so anyway, the cuz was asking questions as far as, what your future look like with her, and what y'all plans financially are, and just asking a whole bunch of questions. And Ike was bumping up against all them questions. You know what I'm saying? Like bumping up against all them questions.
I guess that was her friend, the female.
I think so.
Yeah, I think the friend, she just got caught in the crossfire. In my opinion, because Ike had himself ready for the cousin, the male cousin.
Yeah.
He was, like you said, everything the cousin asked and he bucked up against it. So like you said, I'm not here to appease you two. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for her. And are you gonna fall in love? The cousin asked Ike, "Are you gonna fall in love with her?" I'm with Ike on this one here. I barely know her. I'm still trying to get to know her. I don't know if I'm gonna fall in love with her or not. Don't know. I can't predict the future. If it happens, it happens. But right. I don't know. So in the cousin, he got a little offended by it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you can like the cousin just like, bro, just chill. Like if the production asks you to ask these questions, just chill. To be honest, both of y'all. So Ike said, the cousin was saying, I know y'all ask me all these questions and stuff like that or whatever. He said, like they was like, what your plans are, what's the future and all that stuff, whatever. So and the female cousin, friend, whatever she was like, well, we just trying to, watch out for our girl and stuff like that or whatever, trying to make sure, but we also trying to get to know you. He said, well, ask me questions about me. You trying to get to know me? Ask me questions about me, because that ain't what you're doing.
Valid point. You know what I'm saying? So Ike wasn't having none of it. And he, like you said, he was ready for the cousin, and he let him have it. In my opinion, he let him have it. But
Ike was also asking, the dude was saying, like, what's the most exciting thing that y'all doing? He said, this right here, like, this most exciting thing. He was like, so you boring? He said, I see that you boring. He was like, bro, basically, she got a busy work schedule. Like, she work a lot, and I work a lot. So, sometimes we just have to make do what we can.
I disagree with Ike on this one here, because you can make time. You know what I'm saying? Both of them can make time to do something together.
But I let him know this ain't a normal scene.
I get that, but still you can make time. She can take a day off, from her business, close the shop down, because she signed up for this show too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So she can close the shop down for a day. He can stop doing what he's doing for a day and spend some quality time with one another. In my opinion, they can do that, man. They can do that, man. That's no excuse for not to do that.
It was another thing where I got smart with her, the female cousin, a friend, whoever she is. Because when she said I don't like that word, he said, "Well, you asked me." I didn't.
What word? Aggressive.
Yeah, she said I don't like that. He said, "Well, you asked me." So this I'm giving you my opinion. You asked me. So yeah, so he was just ready for all the stuff.
Then the cousin, I don't know, the friend did a little confession. She had to take a deep breath, and cause she said, Ike is giving her a lot of red flags. You know what I'm saying? But I think she's reading it wrong, because I think Ike had all the smoke for the cousin, and she just got the spillover. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And
I think too that Ike just basically saying, we gonna do what we do. Y'all asking all these questions. I feel like this is an interview, but we gonna do what we do. Y'all don't have to ask all these questions because we grown. So this ain't no 16 years old or nothing like that or whatever. So we just trying to do. But as far as her talking to his folks and stuff, so his folks was like, well, him, I think y'all can balance each other out. He laid back. The friend, once again, the male friend that seen nothing wrong with
you aggressive. You aggressive. He laid back. Y'all balance one another out. And I don't think the cousin or his cousin meant in the harm when he called her aggressive like that. Maybe it's just their terminology. And they can't find another word, I guess.
Assertive boss, like head honcho, like like it's other words that you can use other than that.
Passionate.
Yeah,
That's what he should. You're passionate. He's laid back. Y'all can work. Y'all can balance one another out. But the word aggressive do roll off the tongue.
So let's move on. So Michelle is cooking, not Michelle. Madison is cooking Alan breakfast that looked like little bologna, but she did what she did. So she said that she gonna cook him this. She trying to get him out the house. She tell him that hey, the girls we're gonna have a spa day. Come back at 4:00, but actually she planning him a surprise birthday party. So him and that old dusty dog, I'm tired of that dog child humping on everything, jumping on the
Who
bed.
dog is that?
That's his. And then he humping on everything, pulling like he want to tear up the couch and all that stuff, whatever. And he was jumping on the bed while he was trying to eat. So yeah. So let's move on to Thomas and Camille. They were sitting at her and her sister. Thomas, Camille, and his sister was out, and they were just talking about cultural differences and all this stuff. Whatever. Child, how long we got to hear about this? You want to talk about this?
Well, basically, the cousin said, I think she went to school for it or something.
Mm-hmm.
She was basically breaking it down, because Thomas grew up a certain way and Camille grew up a certain way. Doesn't mean you're not black. You know what I'm saying? Now she did say the black experience for a woman may be different for a black experience for a man.
Right.
And Thomas said, well, that's a good observation. For me too, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think about that, and it could be, that women look at being black different than men looking. Because we can move in spaces that black women can't do.
Because y'all are guys.
Because we are guys, you know what I'm saying? We are guys, but, we still black. But y'all women and black, so, and I get it. So it can be a little tricky for black women. Yeah. So, she brought that up and, but Camille still, once again, I want a thug.
But she said that now one thing the sister said, Thomas is a good dude. Like he is who he is, and I don't think he have to change. And Camille was like, yeah, I'm not expecting him to change. He is a good dude. So basically, I think maybe that was an eye opener for Camille.
I don't think it was.
So maybe she'll move forward.
I don't think it was, because for some reason, even when she went to the flag football, she brought it up for a little bit. So I just think she just stuck on that for some strange reason.
So let's move on. Madison guests come over, they trying to surprise Alan and stuff like that. So, surprise, and then a humping dog getting on my nerves. I wrote that down in my notes, child, because he everywhere. But the dog was out with him that time. So I say he was out with him. He took the dog out with him, for that whole time. So Madison was very specific in the cake. And so she got him a little Jaguar that was on the cake and stuff like that. It wasn't his color, but it was blue. So he came in, he was surprised, he loved it, chit chatted with the friends and all that stuff, whatever. So her friends was talking to him, and and he was saying that Madison is really kind of like a different girl than what he's dated before in his past. He normally date girls that's not on, like on the go 24/7, like a person. He want to sit back and Netflix and chill with his wife, but she ain't there. He can't do that with her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to say something. And so he was also saying that like when she goes to different events, like he want to be invited, even if he can't go. So he wants to be invited. It's like I invite her to different places, but she doesn't invite me. And the friends was like, well, you need to talk to her, to sell her, blah, 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 or whatever. So, I think that Madison don't want to Netflix and chill because she don't want to be with him. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like if you want to be with something, like she always have to do things to kind of keep her active. Like if you want to be with somebody, like I want to be with my husband. So Netflix and chill would not be a big thing because I want to sit in his presence, sit in his company, and be with him. So even if we just watching a movie, even if we watching something and he stroll on his phone or I do the same, we still in each other's presence. And you want that, and you have to have that in a marriage. So as far as she was telling his friends that, one thing, he don't tell me things about me. I want to know some things that he may not like about me. And so the friend was just like, Alan is a really good dude. Like he's a special dude. They made that known. Anything you want to say?
No, you good.
Okay, so David is cooking for Michelle, and he said that he hurt his leg working out with Madison. So she said, okay, you was working out with Madison. You didn't tell me that. I didn't know that. He was like, yeah, I guess she had me doing some blah, 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 whatever. I thought she was finna pause and question that. I was like, girl, what you questioning that for, child? You don't want him. Now, I ain't saying that married folks need to be swapping up like that, but you ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, I think that did bother her though.
It did. You seen like she wanted to
That's the
address it.
thing, sometimes when a person don't want you, but somebody else wants you, now they want you. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna. I've seen that before. A person don't want you, but when somebody else want that person, now you want that person now. But yeah, I saw when when he said that, she had like a look on her face, and she paused for a minute. I think she did want to ask him a follow up question, but she called herself. But yeah, I still think that's where the swap gonna be at. That's what the swap.
That's what the people say. The people saying Michelle. I mean, not Michelle. Madison and David.
Yeah.
So Michelle asked him, so did you talk to your friends? What did they say? A friend. He was like, yeah. He said that you came like with a list, And so she was like, yeah, I kind of did, but you did too. You said you want a blonde, blue-eyed, bad bitch. No, I'm just playing. Blonde and blue-eyed woman. So he was like, yeah, but that was just a physical. But you came with more of the financials and all that stuff, whatever. How you want this, and this.
I don't see a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? If a person wants somebody to bring something to the table financially, it's a prerogative,
What's funny to me is that she hollering financial, but when they be doing these marriages and stuff, that the experts would tell them, sit down and go over your finance. You need to look at each other's checking accounts, savings, and that way you'll know. So if that was such a big deal, I don't know who that was. Somebody, I think that was Gil and that other girl, Merritt, whatever her name was.
Merrill.
Yeah.
Merrill.
Whatever.
Miralax.
So I think, that's when, because she made more money than him. And they sat down and he said, this is what I got.
Not just what them, it was Steve, the other girl, too. So, she said, you don't have a job. Steve said, I got money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, so if she liked him, and that was just like a big thing.
But after you hit it right in the head, she don't like him like that, so she don't care.
She don't care. Ain't going over none of that stuff. So, he said that, as far as him, he's still hopeful. I was like, bro, please.
Give it up, man.
Don't let hope, keep hope alive. Don't do it right now. So he said he's still hopeful. She said, I am too. I said, you little lying wonder.
Yeah, she is hopeful.
Hopeful that she's going to get out the marriage.
Yeah, that's what she's hoping. That's what she's hoping for.
So he was saying, listen, I like your outfit. I want to tell you how good you look. I like the way you dress. I like your fit and stuff like that or whatever. So she said,
I can change you, though. I don't like your shorts. Yeah. I don't like your shoes. Yeah. I don't like your tank top. I don't like your face. I don't like your hair. I just don't like you at all.
It's an
what was that? The Kendrick Lamar song. I forget the name of the song where he was talking about Drake. And he said, I don't like the way you walk. I don't like the way you smile. I don't like the way you rap. That's what she was doing.
Yeah, she gave him that list, honey. And so, but she said she enjoyed the food. So Warner and Carla are in bed, and basically she was asking like, what makes you feel love, like from your partner? So he started saying stuff about them, but she said no, like in past relationship, what do you actually want?
From your partner to show you love.
Right.
I think he didn't understand the question or he just didn't answer it.
Well, basically, she was saying, what's your love language? That's basically what she was saying. Mm-hmm. Now, he was saying, cleaning and, I like that type of stuff like that. Like he said, cleaning for you. So that makes him feel loved if he's doing that for her. But that doesn't make her feel the love, because she said she likes the affection,
like touching and cuddling.
She said she cuddled with her friends and her friends and
stuff
like that.
I don't think he has a love language. I think the one was the type of dude like he don't understand what a love language is.
Well, his love language is acts of service,
For
but
himself though.
for himself.
Yeah, I'm talking about he don't know how to give it to somebody else.
But he got to understand that acts of service is for yourself.
Yeah.
And that he said, I clean up for you, but that's not her love language. You're doing that because, and that's one thing that whenever, and I'm so glad that love language, term came out so many years ago, because now it kind of puts in a mindset of you think that what you're doing is for the other person, actually is for you, because everybody loves different and everybody love language is different. So me, I'm an affectionate type of person, but I hadn't always been. And so, Eddie, for him to show, for me to feel love, then I need the affection, the hugs, and the affirmations and stuff like that. Of course, not all the time, but that makes me feel love and secure in our marriage. And for him, cleaning, good food. Y'all know the other one.
No, that's a lie. But anyway,
what is it then, baby?
I don't know. I'm like one. I don't know. Well, when you got guys like one that's probably been with a lot of women, he probably didn't really love them. All he did was sleep with them. You don't get to use your love language, or you don't get to know your love language, because all you're doing, you there for that moment. And a lot of guys that do that, they don't know it. They just there for the present moment to get what they want. They move on to the next chick. So yeah.
So let's move on to so Madison planned a flag football game for everybody.
For old people, yes.
And so Alan, honey, got hungover. She said they went out the night before, I guess, for his birthday, still continuation, and he was so hungover.
He
and
said,
so,
"F you, woman, leave me alone."
That's what he said.
He did cuss.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
So she said she was pissed at him because he didn't come, and they was like, well, maybe he'll come later, but we saw that he did not. So I and MM, they did not show up at that time, but they did the color people time, because by the time the game was going on, then here go the CP time. They walked in late.
It sells back 300 years, man. Y'all fit the stereotype, man. Come on, y'all get there on time, man.
So Madison, she got hurt. Thomas, she started limping. Yeah, yeah. I think it probably wore off because they said, "You okay?" She said, "I'm okay. I'm gonna be all right." So yeah, she started limping. Thomas, he got hurt.
Yeah, I think he pulled a quad or something.
And he was like, "Ooh, 40-something years old, man. I'm too old to be doing this." And then he go, I don't know how old Michelle is, but she said, all the people getting hurt, they just old. I
don't think she did anything. She had some kind of back massage her back.
Oh yeah, they sure everybody do. Everybody hurt, got an ailment.
Yeah, David, he's been extra with his, man, diving. As a man, you're not trying to make no NFL football team. Stop all that.
He used to play football.
Who?
He did.
Oh yes, still.
Yeah. So they branch off. The girls and the guys talk separately. So Michelle was just talking about what her and David are. She said that she feel like they're in a better place. They doing good. That's what she said. She said that because now that Madison want my man, I'm gonna say we doing good. My man.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that.
I just thought about that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So she was like, "We doing better. We doing
right
good."
in front of Madison too. Mm-hmm. Right in front of Madison. That's a good point.
So we doing good, and
we doing real good. Matter of fact, we be laying it down and spreading it wide. We laying on real thick.
And that's so weird that none of these couples have been intimate. That's why I say it's just like and I'm not saying because I think it's like,
you don't think Colin and Juan be intimate? No, you're
no.
Right. You're right.
And they said this is like 19
days
into the marriage, and so yeah, none of them has been intimate.
20 days. That's 3 weeks, man.
I think Camille and Thomas supposed to be maybe the next episode because she like Michelle is not, but and I hope that he laid it down.
Yeah, no, I
say,
you gotta bring that thug passion too. Because if he don't,
my God,
he gonna set the light skinned brothers back 500.
She definitely gonna say I'm in an interracial relationship. So yeah, so I guess you want to see if this part is okay. I can deal with everything else. If he's laying it down, I can deal with everything else.
That's a lot of pressure for your light skinned dudes, man. There's a lot of pressure. It's all up to Thomas, man. If he flops, We're gonna look at y'all light skinned dude sideways.
So David was just saying, things are improving, and Carla was saying that, she feel like she with her cousin, honey. Ain't no affection and nothing like that or whatever. So, that's a problem for her. MM said that, that everything that I do, he's saying aggressive. I'm holding hands. I'm moving too much. I'm doing this. I'm
Hold
moving
on,
too much.
MM. You're not Alyssa. Okay, stop it.
It's so aggressive. Look at his hands.
Stop it. You're not Alyssa. But yeah.
He should have never said that word, honey.
It's gonna stick with her.
He should have never said.
It's gonna stick with her. She gonna get tattooed. Aggressive.
One thing that he was telling the guys, he was saying that, I guess he was saying that she's too aggressive. Like, I
He
guess
didn't say that in front of the guys, did he?
I can't remember.
I don't think he did.
But I think what it is that she's a take charge type of person. Like, she's not gonna wait on what is it? When that that's what Thomas remind me of. That cartoon Droopy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the dog.
Yeah. So she's not finna wait on you. So evidently you're not making the first move. So also, she's grabbing your hand, she's rubbing you, she's doing those things. So I guess he's saying she's more a take charge like a man would do, but you ain't doing it.
Also, you can't blame just I'm from the South. She from I don't believe that.
I know that, right? What they got to do with it?
I'm from the South. We don't. Yeah, man. I admit.
What South he from?
Houston, Texas. I have met women from the South that's assertive. Okay, that's going. That take charge. That they don't mind leading. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know how to deal with them.
And Warren, like, I'm not. That's what he was saying. Excuse me, not Warren, but like you said, Ike said he's not affectionate either, because Warren was just saying he's not affectionate, and then that's what he talking about from the South.
Yeah, no, man. There's a lot of brothers from the South that's affectionate now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, man, you can't blame that on the South now. It's just who you are.
Yeah.
You're not affectionate, or you just might not be attracted to Eminem.
That's it. I think that part it. Now, he want to say I'm not affectionate because ain't no affection, you know what I'm saying?
Same way with Warren and Carla. I don't think he said he was attracted to her now, and I don't see no spark. And that's the reason why he's not showing her affection, because there's no spark there, because he's not physically attracted to Carla.
But he was, so what turned him
off? Was he though?
He said he was.
What? I couldn't tell.
He said, I don't want to touch you, I don't want to move too fast, so he be lying.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think he never was attracted to Carla. Because you think about it. Ooh, I don't want to move too fast. I don't want to touch it. Rub. Come on, man. If you got a fine woman there and she's willing to let you touch her and you don't do it, something wrong, bro. Something's dead wrong.
So some of the people in the live were saying that they get from Ike, sassy vibes. You know what that is?
No, yeah, I don't get that from Ike. I feel like the dude is not attracted to Eminem. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel. I just feel like he's not attracted to her. Maybe her personality is turning him off, or maybe he's intimidated about her.
He could be intimidated. All men can't take a woman and her assertiveness and her personality. Maybe he wants somebody that's a little bit more timid. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he want that.
And I don't mean to cut you off.
But you asked for Michelle Obama.
And she's very assertive.
And Kelly Rowland. Them like bosses. Yeah. Like, what you want, child?
Now, it's different. It's the difference when you date a woman that's a boss that you can work with. You know what I'm saying? I have been around women that's bosses, but instead of working with their spouse, they try to compete with their spouse. Yeah, that's a problem to me. You know what I'm saying? Over here. And that's when you run into issues right there. So
because your spouse ain't your competition,
right? But I've seen women that's they made it in life, but they try to make sure they outdo their spouse, and it draws tension in the relationship.
Yeah,
so
I agree. And the last part that Madison let it be known, y'all mad at Allen is gonna be hell to pay, honey. I'm gonna go back and give him hell and blah 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 blah.
After I do that, I'm gonna work out with David again.
So anyway, y'all, that was a lot, but not a lot. So, but they did unpack some few things or whatever. But that aggressive thing is going to be some that the people is going to want to talk about, because that ain't some. So if you weren't done before Ike, you is done. Now stick a fork in your child.
This is the third time on a show that word aggressive called controversy.
To black women.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We had some,
Yep.
Red the Love, man. It got ugly in the
Now,
comments.
I think one
man.
time I called one person aggressive, and the people like, "Oh my god!" And that's I didn't
You
even know.
did. I
didn't even know that
yeah.
was a thing. You know what I'm saying? I
It
didn't
took
know.
you by surprise when it
Oh
came
yeah,
out to you.
because she was a dark woman,
It was
and
a
I
Red the
think
Love one.
yeah, and I think that people feel that like the dark women they say was
Aggressive.
given aggressive, and I was like, I didn't even know like colorism and all that stuff. What I learned so much, man, because I didn't even know. I just said the way I felt just looking at her, not because she was dark, not because it was just her demeanor.
And I
But
think
yeah.
even in the show later on in the episode, they was talking about the same woman you call aggressive, because the guy calls her aggressive, and they had like a big thing about it.
So hey, better be careful with that word, honey. But anyway, on that note, you guys, that's all we got. I try to go live. Hopefully my husband go with me maybe Saturday. So we're gonna discuss this. So we enjoyed the live this past Saturday. So we'll try to do it again this coming up Saturday. So yeah, on that note, you guys, that's all we got. Don't forget that I'll be doing solo because my husband's not finna watch all these episodes. The Netflix.
I gotta work.
The ultimatum. So yeah.
So aggressive. Why are you so aggressive?
So it's pretty good, y'all. So if y'all haven't watched it, go back and watch those episodes, and then tomorrow they're gonna release the next 3, I think. So yeah, it's pretty good. So you definitely want to watch it. But yeah, I'll be reviewing that. Probably be out tomorrow.
Netflix thing, a lot of people got a lot of time in their hand. They drop 5 episodes, hour longer piece. Drop 5 episodes in one time. They want you to watch all 5 of those episodes and do a review on them.
They say you ain't gotta watch all 5 at one time. It's your choice.
No, I'm just saying they drop 5 here and then 5 the next week and then 5 the next week. You know what I'm saying? That's just 1 episode a week, man.
On that note, you guys, that's all we got because we know this video is long. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Let's put God first.
Deuces.
Hey! I was